Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, good afternoon. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we're going to go ahead and rejoice and be glad in it. Good afternoon. Happy Wednesday, W-I-N-S day. Happy Wednesday. If you're coming on, I want you to please hit that like button, hit that share button, tag Lolly Dolly everybody and let them know Prophet Ramon Preston, the squad, and the Ramon Preston show. We are live on this beautiful Wednesday right here from the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. And I'm excited about continuing this discussion that we have been having for the last few days of this amazing week. Again, please hit the like button, hit the share button, tag somebody, let them know that the Ramon Preston show is live. Good afternoon. For those of you that are watching far, near, wherever you are, I want you to hit that like button, hit that share button, and tag Lolly Dolly everybody and let them know we live and we getting ready to go in. I'm excited. I'm excited about what God is doing in the lives of his people, and I'm excited about what's happening for you, for your finances, for your business, for every area of your life. Welcome to the Ramon Preston Show. I am your host, Ramon Preston, and guess what? Every Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock noon, we bring you information that we want you to use to help properly start, structure, and scale your businesses, your ministries, your income streams, and even your wealth building dreams. And so we use this platform to extend all of the strategies, all of the solutions, all of the services that we provide in and through our organizational enterprise, whether it's through our consulting firm, our coaching program, or even our online business and financial training program. Everything that we share with you, all of the information that we provide to you on a daily basis is coming from those streams. And so it's not like some fluff that we not using in our own business or in our own lives. This is what we teach. This is what we preach. This is what we live. And this is what we lead by. So welcome to the Ramon Preston Show. This week, I've really been focusing on the principles and the practices around a very important subject that will make or break your business. And those principles and practices that I've been focusing on this week are centered around accounting. They're centered around financial literacy. They're centered around creative tax strategies. And they should all be not just centered around those practices and principles, but truthfully, they should be centralized by accounting systems, particularly accounting systems like QuickBooks and the like. And so just in case you missed yesterday's show, just in case you missed Monday's show, maybe you have missed all the shows, I want to bring you up to speed, because for almost 5 months now, every Monday through Friday at 12, we're coming to you, we're giving you this information. But just this past weekend, Saturday, June the 12th, from 12 to 4 p.m., we were here in our Buckhead headquarters in the boardroom on the other side of our suite. And I took 4 hours to teach a lot of principles and practices around financial literacy, creative tax strategies, and accounting. And then for almost 2 hours following those sessions and lessons that we had, I took almost 2 hours to walk everyone through the QuickBooks process, how to connect to QuickBooks, how to set up an account, how to get your configurations right, how to onboard certain categories that you already have in terms of your income and expenses, how to add your clients, your vendors, your contractors, your staff, how to use the back office of QuickBooks to create payroll and to make sure that you have the right insurance. All of those things that are built into QuickBooks are directly connected to your financial literacy. They're connected directly to your creative tax strategies, and they're directly connected to your understanding of accounting. And so if you missed the workshop this past Saturday, if you missed the show that we gave you about a 40-minute segment during our window, our live window Monday, we gave you about a 40-minute segment of our Saturday's workshop. Yesterday on the show live, we talked about the role of accounting, and what I provided was an offer. It was an opportunity for you to reach out to me and to take advantage of the offer and the opportunity. So what was the offer and the opportunity? I'm gonna give it to you before we get into today's show and the lesson that I want to teach you. But the offer that I provided yesterday, I'm gonna provide today as well. And it was this: for you to text the words VIP special. Wasn't that the words? Yeah. Ask them to text. Yeah. Text the words VIP special to 404-478-7213. Again, if you text the words VIP special to 404-478-7213, I was going to provide for you a VIP special, which would include, number one, all 4.5, I think it was 4 hours and 50 minutes, so pretty much 5 hours. The 5-hour workshop that I hosted this past Saturday, teaching about QuickBooks, teaching about creative tax strategies, teaching about accounting, teaching about financial literacy, and how to concentrate it and centralize it in a way to make it easy for you, assuming that you don't know anything about accounting and QuickBooks and tax strategies. I taught it in a way for 5 hours and showed you step by step how to create a QuickBooks account so that you can get on top of your accounting. If you text me the words VIP special, we're going to reach out to you, and the offer is going to include all 5 hours of that live virtual workshop, which means we're going to give you access to watch it, to use it, to break it up. You're going to have the handouts that we provided in our manual for the workshop, so that you can learn those same principles and practices of accounting, tax strategies. You can learn how to get onboarded to QuickBooks. And guess what? With the offer, I'm going to give you a VIP ticket to our upcoming workshop next Saturday, June the 26th. It's going to be another 4 to 5 hour workshop, but this is going to be on how to start and structure your holding company. So if you have a holding company, if you're thinking about having a holding company, if you just have a regular business but you want to build it out very similar to what someone who has a holding company wants to do or does, I'm going to show you how to start and structure a holding company. I'm going to be talking about how to build divisions and subsidiaries, how to have operating entities connected to your holding company. I'm going to be showing you how to run the day-to-day operations of it. How do you manage it? How do you add protection for your assets and intellectual property in a holding company? How do you invest in a holding company? How do you minimize your tax liability with a holding company? So I'm going to be talking about all of that next Saturday. And so we have a VIP special where for a fraction of the cost to attend one of our in-person or virtual workshops, I'm giving you both of the workshops for a fraction. So let me just help you understand how important this special is. If you go to RamonPreston.com right now, like literally, if you pull up RamonPreston.com right now, and if you were to click on our live and virtual events page, you'll see that we have an upcoming workshop next Saturday. But if you were to go through the process of purchasing a VIP ticket to that workshop, you're going to be paying over $200 and something on our website. Even if you have our 65% discount code, it's going to bring you down to probably about what, $69.99. So if you have a VIP discount code, it'll go from 2 something to 69. But I have an even better special for you. So, but you got to call in because you cannot process this special over the website. My personal assistant has to process this for you, and we're going to onboard you ourselves to make sure that you have access to the virtual VIP workshop that we hosted Saturday. We want to make sure that you have your VIP ticket for the one that we're hosting next Saturday. So even if you can't attend in person, you can attend live virtual, so you have access to both of them. Just both of those workshops alone are game changers. But again, you got to text VIP special to 404-478-7213. That information is in the comments. So while we're on the live show today, okay, I want to continue the discussion we started yesterday on the role of accounting within a business enterprise. What is the role of accounting? Because if we want to be financially lit, if we want to understand how to use tax strategies to take advantage of the resources that we have, if we want to get the bag and keep the bag and multiply the bag and build wealth and be financially free, all of that stuff is tied to accounting. There's just no way your business is going to continue to grow, and as it grows, you continue to make more money and increase your revenue. There's no way that's going to continue to happen if at some point you don't have a good accounting system, and your accounting system needs to be complemented with or by your understanding of accounting, at least with regard to how it works and the role that it plays within your business enterprise. So whether you are a network marketer, whether you are just a freelancer, whether you just hustling on the side, you can just be a W-2 employee. You still need to understand accounting, because there's no way you're going to get further than where you are financially if you don't have a grip on the role of accounting. So yesterday I told you that the role of accounting, we're talking about the role of accounting. The role of accounting provides 2 things for you. Number one, it provides a connecting route. Remember that? It provides a connecting route and a concentrated report for all of your financial activities. So when you think about accounting, you think about managing your financial affairs. But when you look at the role of accounting or the role of managing your financial affairs, that means accounting is going to allow you to connect all your income streams to one centralized location. And not only does it connect all your income streams, but it's going to provide for you a concentrated report. So if you selling apparel, if you providing services, if you got products that you sell, if you doing business with 2 or 3 other business owners, if you are in network marketing, if you got a job that you work, if you got an investment property, you want all those streams of income to come back to one centralized location. And when they come back to one centralized location, you want to be able to look at a concentrated report to see what exactly is my business making, what exactly is my business spending, and what exactly is left. And not only do you want to see that, but you also want to be able to break down all the details. What area of my business or which one of these streams is costing me too much money? Which one of these streams is making me the most money? Because that's how you can make better decisions on what products and services you need, what products and services you need to further develop, who do you need to hire, how do you need to hire them, and where do they need to fit into the equation of your business system. So if you understand what I'm saying, even though I'm saying a lot, you should understand that, wow, accounting plays a very big role. Now, not only does the role of accounting provide this connecting route and this concentrated report, but accounting gives you the luxury or the leverage to trace historically what your finances have been. In other words, you should be able to look back to January of 2021 and see, where did I lose money in week 2? Where did I make money in week 3? You should be able to go back to April or May. That means you got to trace it. But if you don't have some type of accounting system, how can you go back to last year and see if you actually made money on June the 16th of 2020? Can you go back to June 16th of 2019 and see if you made money? Well, my business wasn't in order. I didn't have a business. Well, you had a life. You had a job. You should be able to trace back to June of 2016 and see, or 2019 or 2018 and see, this is where I was 2 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. When you're not able to historically trace where you've been in your financial affairs, it affects where you are. You got to have a revelation of that. And so the role of accounting not only provides the leverage and the luxury of you to trace historically, but it also provides you the leverage and the luxury to track currently. So now you got to track your current income and expenses. That means every day you wake up, you should know, how much does it cost for your business to run? How much is your business making? How much do you have to make today? How much do you want to make today? You should know all those numbers, and all those numbers are connected to your accounting. How much money do you have to spend today for your business? How much do you need to spend, or do you want to spend for advertising? All that's accounting. So you got historical tracing, you got current tracking, and then you have future forecasting. So when you start making money, this is what a lot of our clients find themselves struggling with. They start making money, but then their taxes go up because their money is going up. But if they're able to forecast anticipated tax liabilities, they can make better decisions now. I mentioned it yesterday that when you get to like the final quarter of the year, like October, November, December, a lot of companies start buying up assets. They start prepaying bills for 2 or 3 years ahead. They start making donations to organizations. They buy new cars and new jets and new buildings. Why are they doing all these things? Because they are lowering their overall tax liability by taking some of their pre-tax income and allocate it towards expenses and non-taxable events. But how were they able to do that? How did they know what to do and how much to do it with? They were forecasting throughout the year. That's what you got to get into, even as a small business owner. You could be making $20,000 a year and still do what I'm telling you to do. You could be making $10 an hour and hustling on the side. You still need to do it. You could be unemployed but working for a network marketing company, and you still need to do it. Because most people who pay more taxes are the people who are making under $100,000 a year. Those are the ones that's getting beat across the head. Those are the ones that's putting 30-40% of their income into paying taxes because they don't have these types of principles and practices of accounting in their lives. If you have any questions, feel free to drop the questions in the comments, or you can just call in live. You can dial 678-922-1963, extension 1. It's going to reroute. I say route. It's going to reroute to my phone, and I'm going to be able to answer it on the live. The number is in the comments. 678-922-1963, extension 1. If you have been following this discussion we've been having all week, from Monday, yesterday to today, please drop 1 or 2 of your biggest takeaways into the comments. Even if it's not for me to read it, I want other people to be able to read to see what your biggest takeaway was so far with what we're talking about. So now we've covered the role of accounting. The role of accounting. I want to just talk a little bit about something I talked about a couple months ago, but I just don't think a lot of entrepreneurs understand the 7 components of accounting. Some of you might know what the 7 components of accounting are, especially if you're on our university training platform. And if you've followed me long enough, you probably know about the 7 components of accounting because I teach on it. So I want to talk a little bit about the 7 components of accounting because I want your awareness of them to be heightened, but I also want you to figure out if accounting plays a really, really big role in my business, in my ministry, in my organization. And I know it plays a big, big role in every area of my life, right? If I know that, then I need to implement the components that accounting encompasses or includes. Okay, so I want to talk about that today. I'm gonna give you the 7 components of accounting again, and then I'll just kind of give you a brief description of each one and show you how important it is for you to utilize that and incorporate that into your business. And hopefully tomorrow we'll have some time to talk about creative tax strategies. I'll give you some creative tax strategies tomorrow, and then maybe Friday we'll talk a little bit about QuickBooks again, accounting systems, and for those of you that are taking me up on my offer, I would love to have an opportunity to either connect with you through our live workshop that we're going to be hosting next Saturday. And maybe you just feel like, you know what, I need to connect with you on a more personal level. You may want to join our 1-year coaching program and give me and my team an opportunity to really sit down with you and work with you on how to create that system for your business. I want to work with my clients. I want to work with those who are in our program so that you can have these systems working in your business. But I'm not able to do it, not just through a show. And a lot of times I'm not able to do it just through maybe a one-on-one consultation or one session. It may take some time. So if you are a part of our coaching program, guess what? We have time to work with you. So what are the 7 components of accounting? What are the 7 components of accounting? I want to give you the 7 components. The first component is financial planning. Somebody put that in the comments. The first component of accounting is financial planning. So again, if you know accounting plays a big role in your life and in your business, what's the next best thing you need to do? You need to incorporate accounting into your life and your business. You need to learn to do the math. You need to learn to have some type of financial or mathematical or decimal accounting system in your life and in your business or your organization so you can stay on top of your money. So we have the first component of accounting is financial planning. Financial planning describes the process of evaluation and examination of all of your short-term and long-term financial goals. So when you think about financial planning, don't just be thinking about going to Charles Schwab or Merrill Lynch, right? Or BOA, Bank of America, and sitting down with an advisor, okay? That's not necessarily what I'm talking about when I say financial planning. Of course, it involves that. But most people who ain't got no money can't even really afford to sit down with no financial planner. But even if you're broke, you can become your own financial planner by doing what? By evaluating and examining all of your short-term and long-term financial goals. So let me show you an easy way to create a financial plan or to implement financial planning in your own personal or in your business life. Sit down and put a dollar amount of how much money you want to make between now and the end of this year. Put a dollar amount down. How much money would you like to make between now and the end of this year? We're talking about maybe a 6-month window, right? Put that dollar amount down. That would be considered a short-term goal. You can also put a dollar amount down on how much money you would like to make, let's say, within the next year, between now and next year this time. Let's just hypothetically say that would be a short-term and long-term goal. You can go 3 years, you can go 5 years. But for now, we would want our short-term goal to at least be the next 6 months to a year. All right? So when you put that dollar amount down of what you want to make, now you need to have another number somewhere around that to show you what you gotta make. So you might say, you know what? I want to make 50 grand by December 31st. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. So you got June, you got July, you got August, September, October, November, December. So let's say if you want to make 50 grand in the next 6 months, right? Yes. Now you need to put the number down that you got to make. Because you might look at your bills and say, I want to make 50 grand, but ain't no way in this world I'll have a place to stay, food to eat, or a car if I don't make 22 grand. You get what I'm saying? So now you got the number that you want to make, and then you got the number that you got to make. Once you put that number down, now you're able to divide that by 6 months to see, well, in order for me to get 50 grand, how much money do I need to make for the next 6 months? This is a part of your financial plan. Once you get that number down in 6 months, let's say if it's 50,000. Okay, I want to make 50 grand in the next 6 months. I divide it by 6. That means I want to make $9,000 in the next 6 months. So if I put that number down on paper, if I divide 9,000 by 4 weeks in a month, that's $2,254 every week I gotta make in order to make 50 grand by the next 6 months. But at least you know what that number is. Now you gotta look at, okay, am I already making money? If you're working on a job, you might be making, let's say, $500 a week. Well, that means that 2254 can be minus 500 because you're already making 5. Now you need to figure out, how can I make up the difference? Do I have certain products and services that I can sell? If you do, you got to associate the products and services with the dollar amount that you need to make up that difference. So if you need an extra $1,500 a month, a week, and you got a $100 product, that means you got to sell 15 $100 products along with your job just to make that $2,250, just to make $9,000 a month, just to make $50,000 a year. If you're with me on this, if I'm not moving too fast for your brain, you can see that everything is associated to what? Accounting. It's associated to numbers. That's how you create a financial plan. Your financial planning needs to be about numbers, your goals, and how you're going to reach those goals. Component number 2 is income and expense tracking. This is another component. Income and expense tracking describes the daily management of what money comes into your hand, what money goes out of your hand, and what money is left. So income and expense tracking is a component of accounting, which means every day you should know how much money you're spending. Every day you should know how much money you're making. So here's how you develop an income and expense tracking process. Look at the total amount of money you make every month and look at the total amount of money you spend every month. This is your income, how much you make. This is your expenses, how much you spend. Deduct the expense from the income, and whatever's left is cash flow. Now, if you don't have any income, but you got a whole lot of expenses, that means you're probably negative in cash flow, but you still need to do the math with that equation to know how much you're spending every day. Because if you're spending $5,000 a month, if you're spending $3,000 a month, even if you're not making that money, I still want to know how much am I in the negative every month. So let's say you make $2,000 a month, right? And let's say your bills are $3,000 a month. So that means you got $2,000 a month that you make minus $3,000. That means you are minus $1,000 every month. But at least you know the number, because now I can divide that by 30 days and see that I'm negative $33 every day. If I can see that number, think about if you're working on a job and you realize you're negative $33 a day and you only work 5 days a week. So that means those 2 days that you off, you waking up, you like, oh, it's my day off, I'm finna chill. And that calculator telling you, no, boo, you don't need to be chilling. You need to go figure out how to make $33 because you're negative today. Every day you wake up, you're in the negative. You should track your income and expenses to the day, not to the month. I wouldn't even do it just for every other week. Because a lot of you, when you're in the workforce, you get paid bi-weekly. That's how you track your income and expenses, by how you get paid. When you should track your income and expenses by every day you wake up. Because every day you wake up, there's a little bit going towards the rent, a little bit going towards insurance, a little bit going towards car. And you should know what that number is every day because it motivates you to make that money that day. That's income and expense tracking. Bingo, boom, pow wow. Here's the third component. The third component of accounting is taxes. Most people don't even pay attention to taxes, especially people who work on jobs. They get all them taxes taken out of their paychecks and they don't even know that there are certain strategies they can utilize to lower that tax liability so they can have more take-home pay, more net income, and more opportunities to do what they want to do in their own life. So what are taxes? Taxes are involuntary fees that are imposed on the income of individuals, corporations, estates, trusts by a governmental agency. Now, if you really want to know more about taxes and you really want to create tax strategies, I'm going to talk a little bit about that tomorrow, but you really need to, at the very least, take advantage of this offer to get our VIP financial workshop. It's virtual and it's 5 hours. We just hosted it. I think that will be a good starting point. The next thing I would recommend you to do is to join our Blueprint Game Plan program, because I have like a whole program on financial literacy and I talk a lot about income categories for tax purposes. I talk a lot about all of these components and I share a lot of very important information with you about money and finances and accounting. Now, if you just really want to go to the next level, you join the coaching program. We give you all of what I just mentioned for free. So the coaching program clients, they get the blueprint for free. And this week, I've been giving them the workshops as well to help them move further quicker. So taxes is one of the components of accounting. The fourth component is banking. You got to know how banking works in your accounting. Like if you're going to build wealth, if you're going to become a millionaire, if you're going to be financially free, if you're going to get out of debt and have good credit, you got to have a good relationship with banks. You're going to have to, okay? But your relationship with banks is going to be dependent upon you understanding what the role is that they play in your business and in your finances. So banking, this is what my description is. Banking describes the financial management, the financial accountability, the financial maturity, and the financial storage of your financial exchanges. So in other words, the component of banking gives you the opportunity to manage your financial exchanges. In other words, when you are buying stuff, when you are selling stuff and you're making money and you're spending money, you want those transactions to show up on a bank statement. You don't want to be around here writing down every transaction, especially if you got a business. That's why when you have a QuickBooks account or some type of financial management system that you use, the first thing you do is what? You connect your bank account to it. And when you connect your bank account to it, your bank account is going to show up on that software and show you all your transactions. That simplifies it. Well, if you ain't got no banking relationship, number one, you're not going to be able to manage your financial exchanges. Number two, your financial exchanges can be held accountable by banking institutions, meaning that if you ain't got no money in there, they're going to hold you accountable and they're going to charge you. But also meaning that if your clients are on contracts or you have automatic payments and things set up like that through your banking institution, it gives you the opportunity to guarantee your money and to make sure that those accounts are being, the money for those accounts are being received by your business. So you ain't around here getting gypped and you know, like put on, what is it? What do they call it? Not gypped. It's another word for it, but basically, I'm gonna just go hood with it. Your clients and customers ain't getting over on you, because there's a level of financial accountability through your banking relationship. Okay, but it also provides financial maturity. What do you mean financial maturity? This means your bank can go back and look at the history of your transactions and see, oh, this person is making money. This person is credible. This person can get a loan because this person has activity going on in their bank. So that's why all that under the table stuff, people just paying you in cash because you don't want to pay taxes on it and you want to stay under the radar, you're losing. Because no wealthy person is under the radar. They're doing it through systems, and those systems are being used to give them the advantage for things that many smaller business owners never find themselves with, because they want to be under the table. They shade tree. No, you got to pay me cash. You got to cash at me and make it look like it was just a gift, when it needs to be a business exchange, because you want your business exchanges to mature, and that maturity is going to be seen on those bank statements. That's very, very important. There are some banks that'll loan you money just based on your bank statements. Yeah, just on your bank statements. And so it's like an oxymoron for a lot of small business owners, especially some I talk to. On one hand, they don't track their income and expenses. They do all their business under the table. That's on one hand. But then on the other hand, they want a bank to lend them money. You goofy. Because a bank don't mind lending you money if they see that you got activity with money in your business. But you don't have nothing showing on your business general ledger or bank statement or transaction system, because you trying to finesse your way over here and you're losing over there. So banking also provides storage. So now if you have a checking account set up, here's how the storage works. You can open up a savings account to push a little money over there for reserves. You can open up a money market account. You might open up a CD. You might do multiple things until you're able to take that storage money. It's not there forever. It's storage, and find a better score to put that money in so that it can multiply and make more money. But that's banking, y'all. That's one of the components of accounting. So that's 4. Financial planning is 1. Income and expense tracking is 2. Taxes, 3. Banking, 4. The 5th component of accounting is risk management. Risk management. What is risk management? Risk management describes a thorough assessment and examination of all potential threats to your current or future financial stability. So when you give yourself as a business owner, some of you that are trying to get into business full time, you need to have a risk management assessment done. Please listen to me, especially if you're coming off of a job. Do not leave these jobs and you have not counted up the cost by assessing your risk management. Like, you haven't assessed your risk. You right here hollering about what God told you to do. Yeah, but God don't want you to be broke for the next 10 years either. He don't want you to struggle neither. He don't want you and your family to suffer neither. And so if you're going to make those types of transitions, make sure you factor in. I'm not telling you not to do the things you want to do with your life and finances. I can't tell you that anyway. What I'm saying is, be wise, be educated, be well informed, act like you got some financial intelligence and do it the right way. And so when you incorporate risk management into your business, here's what you're doing. You're looking at potential threats. Excuse me. So let me give you an example. I'm gonna give you a couple examples. Me and my wife, we've always been in business together. That's what we committed to do when we got married, because she know I wasn't gonna do it no other way. I told her when we were dating, listen, I'm an entrepreneur. I got an assignment on my life, I got a calling on my life, and I ain't gonna do it no other way. And she was like, well, baby, if you believe in you, I believe in you. You know, but at the same time, she was like, don't be around here goofing off now, and you ain't making no money, and you ain't really showing no results, and you around here hollering about God and told you to be full-time in business. Like, you need to figure something out. But I proved myself, but even though I had to go through a lot of trial and error, I had to sacrifice a lot, I still had to count up the cost. So if you're biblical, you understand the scripture when Jesus said, no man builds a house without counting up the cost. So I had to count up the cost. From a business perspective, what that means is you have to take into consideration certain risk management factors. So that may mean you need certain levels of insurance for your business. That may mean you need a certain amount of money reserved, set aside. Me and my wife, we always had to be in that position because most of our money was coming through commission. She's a real estate professional. I was doing handyman work. I was doing anything that came. If I can go make me $100, I'm gonna go make that quick 100. If I can go make 50, I'm gonna go make that quick 50. I was just moving and shaking in my behind, trying to find me a dime. That's how it was. For real. It was just like that. But I understood that because we were on commission with most of our money, if we did have a closing, or if we did have a big deal and it was like a $5,000 or $10,000 deal, we couldn't go blow all that money in 30 days. We had to look at our bills for the next few months and be like, okay, we need to put $4,000 up so we can have $2,000 for each month. It's gonna make the bills easier for the next 2 months. If we had a bigger deal, we wanna put 3 months up. If we didn't have that big of a deal, well, let's just put 2 weeks up. That's risk management. So a lot of you right now, you're moving into entrepreneurship. Take into consideration risk management. Life insurance, health insurance, business insurance. Those are just security blankets for what you're doing in business. You want to protect yourself. Think about things that you're doing with your free cash. Do I just need to be blowing all my money like I got this security? No, especially like for a lot of people who getting like PPP loans and EIDL loans. You should be putting some of that money up saying, I'm not going to just touch this money just because it's there. I'm not going to increase my salary because I got more money sitting on the side. No, I'm going to maintain the same current quality of life because I want my business to have some reserves. I want my business to have risk management factored into it so I can continue to grind and do what I want to do. So that's risk management. The sixth component is investing. Investing is actually a component of accounting because investing describes the process of allocating resources for the purpose of generating income and with the expectation of making a profit. So one of the reasons why investing as a component of accounting is so important is because I know a lot of people right now. And when I be telling y'all this stuff, don't think I'm just making this stuff up. I know people, some of them might be watching me right now, who work on a job, who trying to start a business, and who taking some of their free cash and investing in everything else except their business. Cryptocurrency. Bitcoin, you know, they doing all this with all this other type of investing, and you ain't even investing in your own doggone business. You're working backwards. But because you don't understand business and things that go with business, you just a free for all, and you wonder why you never been able to leave that job. You wonder why your business never grows. You wonder why you keep struggling and you ain't getting nowhere. I'm telling you why. Because you think you know what you don't know, and nobody can't tell you that you don't know, and you're not willing to invest in knowing what you need to know so you can do better. I'm just saying. Can't say Ramon Preston ain't gonna get it to you real and raw. I might bust you across your head with it, but you're gonna hear from me. So investing is one of the components of accounting. But investing should be something that you do when you have factored in those other components in your life and in your business. And even when you're ready to invest, because you're eager to invest, you got to think like an investor and understand that there's a better return on your investment if you're investing in your business and in yourself than it is to be investing in stocks, bonds, and all this other crap that you shouldn't be investing in at this point in your life. You're investing, you're in debt, you got bad credit, your business ain't making no money, you're not fully educated and developed, but you trying to go invest in stuff. It's just stupid. And you're not making no money because you don't have money to invest, because you're in debt. You got bad credit. You're not making money in your business. So what you're investing, we're not talking about like a couple thousand. If you're investing $10,000 in Bitcoin or crypto, it ain't like you invested it today and went and cashed out and got you 100 grand. If you did it, show me receipts. Because everybody that's saying that, all they doing is trying to sell a product. Everybody that I hear on social media talking about, oh, I just invested in this and I invested in that and I invested in that. Number one, show me some receipts. Oh, I got 100% return on my investment last week. Yeah, but how much did you invest? $100? So your 100% return was just another 100. You acting like that, they be talking like they put 10 grand in it. Show me receipts, or stop lying or capping on social media. Here's my last component before I start clicking. Seventh component of accounting is retirement. See, I can say the things that I'm saying. I know some people don't like it and they get offended. So what? I know what I've done to get to where I am, and I know all this other stuff that a whole lot of people on social media be capping and lying and talking about. It don't work. I know it don't work. I know it doesn't work. And I know they're not doing what they're acting like they're doing. A lot of them just trying to sell a product. They're just trying to sell a program, or they're trying to convince you that, okay, I could tell you I got a 300% return on my money. But how much money was that? Was it a $300 that I got 900 back? $900 ain't gonna change your life. That's why I said, even if it was 5 grand that you put into something and you like, yeah, but I'm gonna get a 300% return on my 5 grand. Okay, that means your 5 grand is gonna turn into 15 grand or 20 grand. Let's just say 15 grand. Number one, can I go liquidate it next week and get my 15 grand? If I can't, is that 15 grand in the form of another currency or in a digit on a computer screen making me think it's 15, but it's really my 5 gone? When I can put my 5 in myself and I can learn to make 500 grand. I can put 5 in my business and make 5 million. That's the investment you need to make. Retirement. This is the final component of accounting. Retirement describes, please listen to this, the process of withdrawing from an occupation of active working years into a position of after work years. So you have active, I'm active working. Those are active working years. And then you can transition out of that occupation of active work into a position of after work. So it's not like retirement means you're a certain age. It's not like retirement means you're not running a company no more or making money no more. It just means you've transitioned out of active working years as an occupation, and now you're in after work years. And so retirement is very important for anyone wherever they are, especially for people who are at a certain age, and especially for people who are leaving one career, one occupation, and going into another. That has to be taken into consideration. So that's like a cram course I just gave y'all on the 7 components of accounting. Everything that I'm talking about, I teach you. I provide solutions for you. I provide services to help you with these things through our consulting group, through our 1-year coaching program, and I teach these principles and practices in our Blueprint Game Plan program. I also just hosted a workshop this Saturday and taught 5 hours on a lot of these things and walked people through some of these steps to incorporate it into their business systems. So again, if you would like access to our 2 workshops for a extremely low discount, you have to text me VIP special to 404-478-7213. All the information is in the comments. If you text VIP special, we're going to reach out to you. We're going to give you access to the financial workshop we just hosted, and we're going to give you access to the holding company workshop that we're going to be hosting, so that you can at least check those 2 boxes of running your business and having one of the most important systems of accounting in your business, along with tax strategies and creative financial strategies to accelerate the money that you're already currently making, or to at least minimize your liabilities and your expenses enough to give you some wiggle room to start saving some extra cash to really get going in your business. If you would like access to our university training program called our Blueprint Game Plan, all you have to do is reach out to us. You can text the word blueprint to that same number. You could text the word blueprint to the same number. Or if you would like to join our 1-year business coaching program, I'll give you all of what I just mentioned for free. Anybody that joins our 1-year business coaching program this week, I'm giving you for free 1-year access to our Blueprint Game Plan. That's our training program on our university. And I'm going to give you access to both of our VIP workshops. You're going to have free VIP tickets to our workshop. So if you want to know more about our 1-year coaching program and all of the benefits that come with it and all of the services that we provide for you, I will be more than happy to give you a brief consultation today. All you have to do is just text either VIP special to that number, you can text blueprint to that number, or you can text coaching to that number. I don't care if you just text, I'm ready. Text something so we can get back with you and get you started to get into your next level. I love y'all. I hope you enjoyed today's show. Tomorrow, I'm looking forward to talking a little bit about creative tax strategies and to show you some things that you can currently do, whether you're working a job, doing network marketing on the side, have a little side hustle under the table, or just have a legitimate business. Even if you're in ministry and have a nonprofit, you still need to take all these principles and practices into consideration. Some of the brokest people I've ever met are people who are in ministry. Period. Some of the brokest people that I have ever met are people who are in ministry. Some of the most incompetent, and I say it, I'm not bashing. I'm a church person, all right? I'm a Christian. I'm a man of God. I'm the apostle and CEO of a church-controlled organization, so I'm not bashing the church. What I am saying is, as an apostle in the church, as a leader in the Christian community, as a pillar to the faith community that I've been a part of for 24 years as a Christian, but 21 years as a leader and minister and pillar, I have the right to say some of the most financially incompetent people I have met are people who are in churches, leading churches. And a lot of them are more crazier than incompetent, because you can't tell them God ain't finna fix it. The Holy Ghost gonna fix it. Yeah, the Holy Ghost been fixed it spiritually, but you're gonna have to do it practically. And in order for you to do it practically, you gotta fill in the gap between spirit and practice with intelligence. That's the missing link. Because a lot of things God told us he's gonna do for us spiritually, they already done spiritually. They already done spiritually, right?
That's good.
They already done. It's just like when he say you saved, you get saved, you save, right? Spiritually, but you still think crazy. You still know where the club's at. Some of you that got saved spiritually, yeah, you got saved spiritually, but you still know how to smoke weed. You still know how to mix drinks. You still know how to creep if you really wanted to creep. You still know how to act a mess. You still know all them cuss words. Let one of them old 80s or 90s songs come on. You know everything word for word, don't you? Why? Because even though you're saved spiritually, psychologically, mentally, emotionally, and to some extent physically, there's still work that needs to be done. That's the same principle with your finances. God gonna make me the head and not the tail, above and not beneath. I'm the lender and not the borrower. Robo shanda dandebe koshata. All that's good spiritually though. But now if I'm gonna be the lender and not the borrower, I need to become more intelligently aware of lending. I need to understand the fundamentals of banking. He's gonna give me houses I didn't build. Vineyards I didn't plant. Okay, well, you need to learn about agriculture if you're going to have some vineyards. You need to learn about home ownership if you're going to have a house that you didn't build. He's going to make me a millionaire. He's going to give me he's going to give me abundance. He's going to give me all this stuff, but we're not thinking about the intellectual and practical side of a lot of these things that we have spiritualized. So that's why I make some of those statements. We here to help y'all. We over here winning, y'all. We winning no matter who talking about us. We winning, and everybody around us is winning. Everybody that's in our 1-year business coaching program, winning. Because if they losing, they ain't in it. And if they say they in it and they losing, they lying. Because they ain't in it. Because you cannot be in it and not be winning. Because the person who's leading it is winning, and the strategies and the systems and the solutions that this person is providing cause him to win. So you by default have to win if you're utilizing the same assets. So we love y'all. If you have any questions, reach out to us. If you need more information, reach out to us. Let me give a shout out to some people. Did you drop the name of the city in the comments? Did anybody do that, or y'all just hard-headed? Just hard-headed. Don't listen to nobody. I'm finna start clicking. Just hard-headed. Don't listen to nobody. Somebody give me a good takeaway you got from today's show. Drop it in the comments and let me know what you learned today.
Financial planning, financial intelligence. Yeah.
Financial planning. I like it. We got some financial planning comments over here in YouTube land. Yeah. Mr. Floyd Brown, how you doing, my man? Haven't talked with you in a while. Hope all is well with you and the family up on the north side of the states. Blessings to you. Trustworthy, I see y'all. Shout out to Trustworthy. I see you. I see you. All right, y'all, we getting ready to go. I've enjoyed today's show. And my hope and expectation is that those of you that are watching, that you got something that you can go implement to change your life. If you need us for anything, reach out to us and let us know. We'll be more than happy to help you. Love you. Have an amazing day. Peace.